Watching the new Matrix movie. Well, it's not out yet, dummy. What's that cup? It's a little cat that kind of looks like me with a hat that has an M on it. I don't I don't know why this was purchased, but trucker cat. There we go, I guess. Um yeah. Well, anyway, I haven't even yeah, your mom got it first. I actually have not even seen the trailer for the new Matrix movie because I refuse to believe it's going to be good. I'm so sorry, guys. After the second and third Matrix movies, I look, I love the first Matrix movie. I love the Wachowskis. Okay, they're based in Queen Pilled. I love them. However, pardon me if I'm a little bit doubtful. Hold on, let me adjust the AC. It's like blasting me. It was getting me very directly there. Very, very directly. Vosh, it's going to be good. You say that with a confidence that is entirely unearned. There is no fucking way you know that it's going to be good. Watch Curio's essay about the Matrix sequels. You may see them in a new light. Maybe, but guys, can I keep it 100 with you? When you have to bury a movie in allegorical interpretation to think it's good, is it actually that good? I mean, like, there are big problems with the second and third Matrix movie, but then like 10 years later when snobs like write think pieces about how actually, yes, think there might be a little cope in there. I mean, with enough wordplay, you can make some pretty bad stuff seem good. You know what I mean? The second one was great if you like the fight scenes. Oh my god. Dude, that was my life, dude. When I was young, like 10 or whatever, and I watched all the Matrix movies. Was I watching them at 10? Probably, I don't know. I'd watch the first Matrix movie, and then I had it down, okay? Where that I knew exactly which thumbnails when fast forwarding through the Matrix 2 DVD would correspond to the beginning of the fight scenes. Of all the hundreds of thumbnails broken up into 10-second intervals of the movie, I remembered which ones would indicate the best time to choose where the fight scenes would begin. Because there were so many good fight scenes in the second one. Oh my god. So goddamn good. The highway sequence in the second movie is actually hype as fuck. Why is it that it's been like 20 years, okay? And action movies still struggle to make shit as cool as the fight scenes in the Matrix movies? Why? Why? It's right there. You can see it. You can take inspiration from it right now if you want to. You have the freedom to watch it and embed that information into your mind, and you choose not to, you know? Kill Bill fight scenes are cool? Yes, but that's also one of those legendary movies that people should be learning from, you know? The first empowered fight scene in Upgrade, Vosh? You mean where Neo's playing with the agents, and then they block a punch and he's like, upgrades. That one? At the very beginning of the second movie? The music in that one was really good. No, the movie Upgrade? Oh god, I don't even know what we're talking about now. Good fight choreography is expensive. That's why every fucking movie right now, that's why every fight movie cuts like a motherfucker, okay? They cut like an employee at Hot Topic who joined because it was his dream since he was 6 years old, all right? And recently got into Avenged Sevenfold, okay? They like every action scene, okay? Like every quarter second, they cut constantly. You never know what the fuck is going on ever in any of these fight scenes, okay? It's impossible. Have you watched movies? I've watched movies. Not a lot of movies, but I've watched movies. Seen The Raid? Yes, I know The Raid, amazing movie. But, oh my god, they cut constantly, all the time, in movies, because it's so much easier than proper, fight choreography. And you know why? Because fight choreography is one of the few things that lazy fucking directors can't throw into post, okay? Because nowadays, so many movies are staged on a green screen, where they just get the basic acting out of the way, and actors are talking at, like, little, like, green dots they've spray painted onto cardboard, like, squares that they're holding up to represent the big alien they're going to CGI in later. And they get that all out of the way, and then the remaining 2 years of the post-production process is all or post-filming process is all them just like getting the CGI people to do their work. The CGI people, of whom my dad is one, by the way, who are not in a union, who work fucking 10 times as hard as they should have to, because lazy shit fucking directors refuse to do their fucking job and get as much shit as they can done before it goes to the computers, okay? That's why everything in the fucking Star Wars prequels look fake, you know? You know how in the Star Wars prequels, everything looks fake as shit, like all the backgrounds and stuff, like everything just looks like a goddamn, like, 1990s movie screen background. No, I'm ranting. I don't want to be distracted by a cat. No, absolutely not. No, stop. No, stop. No cat. Oh, I see the cat blanket. Okay, very good. No, we're not tempering my rage on this one. I just want you to hold him. Oh, okay. No, not this time. He will not quench my anger. Am I talking about the prequels or the sequels? The prequels, the George Lucas prequels. The way everything there looks fake, you know? Because practical sets will always have an impact that you just can't replicate. Even the Avatar movie, as much praise as it got, looks fake as shit whenever I see it to me, you know? You know why? Because I can tell that everything was made by an artist, okay? Reality was not made by an artist, okay? The reality that we live in was made by an incredibly complicated series of natural phenomena that we barely understand, okay? But when you construct everything in a CGI landscape, you're very much limited to the purview of what human beings can conceptualize themselves. And goddamn it, we're getting good. We're getting good, okay? We're getting really good. The problem is, okay, unless you're really willing to commit to it, it's pretty difficult to make that shit look good. And then there are things, by the way, which nothing that you do in a computer can fix, which is bad fight choreography. Which is why in every fucking Marvel movie, you could have the coolest fight scenes in the universe, and they don't, because everything has to be one punch cut, one punch cut, one punch, two cuts, one punch cut, every time. This is why anime fight scenes are better. You know why? Because fight choreography is something that you can plan out very easily when you're literally drawing it, you know? Whereas when you're confined to the limitations of real-world human beings battling it out, all of a sudden things get more complicated, and you might have to, God forbid, direct people. Or worse, you might have to ask the actors to stay on set for more than 3 days because Hollywood only casts like 6 people in their fucking movies, so everyone is massively overbooked and massively overpaid, and all these snobby fucking rich kid backstage trailer dressing room fuck babies are too lazy to actually stay on set and do the entire fucking job. These assholes. What was that? Who was that person who was only on set for like 3 days? What was that? Fuck! What was it? What was that? God damn it. There was that thing where recently, like, they only showed up for like 3... Who? The fact that people like are throwing out multiple names suggests to me that we might have a problem in the industry. These are supposed to be professionals. What do you think about celebrity voice actors displacing actual voice actors? Cucked, and Lindsay Ellis did a good video on that, okay? Giga cucked, all right? Just because you're a regular actor does not mean you're a good voice actor, okay? There's only so many times I can soy face hearing like Eddie Murphy or Will Smith or whoever the fuck else voice acts because I know what he looks like. He's an actor. I can only do this so many times. What Lindsay Ellis video was that? She did a video on how Disney popularized the act of, was it Shrek? No, it was Hercules. Hercules was Shrek? Aladdin. Aladdin was the movie that popularized the idea of selling movies based on the talent that was voice acting the characters. Yeah, with Robin Williams. And by the way, completely innocent start to that practice, by the way, because Robin Williams, okay, it was handcrafted for the role. They made the genie around Robin Williams. Great, that's totally fine. Great act. Everyone remembers the genie. 20 million years later, everyone will remember. When human civilization is gone and it's just post-apocalyptic wasteland warriors wandering, like the only thing they're going to be doing to entertain themselves is reenacting the Never Had a Friend Like Me songs to each other, telephoned across the millennia into some sort of nightmarish, you know, a parody of what it once was. But that's what they'll be doing because it was a good fucking movie. Anyway, I'm not done. We'll talk about AOC when I want to, okay? I'm not done. Anyway, nowadays, every goddamn animated movie, every single fucking animated movie has an entire celebrity voice line, the whole fucking thing. And yeah, again, this is the Lindsay Ellis video I'm paraphrasing from somewhat, but I've felt this way for a while, that when they advertise animated movies, you know what? It's the fucking voice guy, and they're like, Jack Black, Pippi Longstocking, this other guy, actor I've never heard of. And then the promotional shit for the movie is just a list of actor names. It didn't used to be like that, you know. That's not a normal thing. Animated movies weren't always like that. You can go back 30 years and animated movies weren't like that. Nowadays, what's an animated movie that's coming out? What's the next animated movie? Give me an animated movie. Come on. What's the next one? What's the next one? Frozen 3? No, one that currently has promotional materials out. Yeah, you know what? Frozen 2. How about that? Actually, would this apply to things that were made by Pixar? I don't know. Does Pixar do this practice as much? I genuinely don't know. Yeah, I'm not seeing the names of the voice actors on the promotional material. Boss Baby 2. We're doing Boss Baby 2. Boss Baby 2 poster. Just Boss Baby me up. I'm not seeing a list of the voice actors, and which means this isn't proving my point, which is making me very angry. I'm getting incredibly angry. What about Boss Baby 1? Maybe they don't put it in Boss Baby 2, because everyone knows who's going to be in Boss Baby. Because they've already seen Boss Baby 1. It's like legacy material, you know? Nope, I don't see it in the You know what? I'm not Lindsay Ellis. I don't know why I'm trying to do this. Yeah, okay, we're listening to the trailer. Hold on. Boss Baby 2 trailer. It's going to be at the end. Boss Baby 2 trailer. I can't show it. Shut up. We're going giga speed.
In days of yore, there were two warriors. I kill precisely what I'm now. Each of them
Holy fuck, this is funny.
Sometimes you just grow apart.
I can't believe it. He's a boss and a baby. I'm skipping ahead.
So, baby illusion. Thanks for always having my back. We need to hurry before the formula wears off. Or you a cutie in the moon. Gets all.
Okay. The trailer didn't show any voice acting talent, and I'm incredibly angry right now because I was hoping that would make my point. I don't care anymore. I don't care, and I'm not mad. What were we talking about before we got in this tangent? Stop. What were we talking about? AOC? You fucking wish. What were we talking about? We were talking about, we were not talking about AOC. I know for a fact I wasn't talking about that. Fight choreography, okay? Because these lazy pieces of shit, both the actors and the directors, don't want to do their fucking jobs and actually sit down and make a good fucking movie. So they throw everything to the poor underminer cast of CGI artists, like my fucking dad, but then have to clean up their mistakes by making everything look flashy. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a Rob Layfield drawing. You know Rob Layfield? Okay. There's a particular Rob Layfield drawing that I saw a while ago, okay? It was in a list of Rob Layfield drawings where people were talking about how artistically bankrupt he is. To anyone who doesn't know Rob Layfield, he's basically like the entire comic industry back in the 1990s. His main hallmarks are hating women, not knowing how to draw anything, and being incredibly popular. I don't know how that worked exactly, but I'm not going to pretend to understand whatever mythical. Wow, that boot right there sure does look like a little black ding dong right there. Why is it so tiny? Captain America should have big feet, right? But it's like, that's got to be like 1/3 the length of his calf. Look at their face. Oh my god. Worst Rob Layfield. Oh, I think this might be the list, right? 40 worst Rob Layfield drawings of all time. Anyway, this guy's a legend, okay? I actually... Wow, this article is so old that all the video hosting, or the image hosting, deaded. Huh. Wow, I've been looking at this thing since like 10 years ago. Wow, that's kind of like hearing the Library of Alexandria burned. Shit, that kind of sucks. Anyway, look at this art. Real professional artist, by the way. Human being made this. I love how he draws women, by the way. Sick shit. It's always some like high schooler back of notebook tier shit, you know what I mean? Where, like, he's, like, palming his erection in one hand while sloppily drawing he draws, like, a naked woman's body, and then he's like, "Fuck, I can't make them naked in the comic. Let me draw some skin-tight clothing that doesn't require me to edit any of the" like, look at the there's not even, like, a fabric fold where the tit, like, ends at the rib cage. It's just, like, it's just spray painted on, completely spray painted on. And by the way, nothing against our horny kings, okay, who like drawing naked women or anything. It's just my man has one way of drawing women, okay? It's all yeah. See, I get well. Okay, to be fair, maybe he just draws everyone that way. Has Rob Layfield ever drawing the clothing over a body before, like sketching out the intricate the musculature? Yeah, I don't actually know. I genuinely don't think he ever has. I feel like he just draws naked bodies and then kind of shrink wraps on the. He does like the pants folds, you know? All of the clothing looks incredibly uncomfortable. I think that Rob Layfield is almost Lovecraftian in the sense that whenever I look at his character, did you know the Necronomicon, okay? Some people, terrible people, they write it's like when you open up the book, you go crazy. That's not true, okay? Originally, the Necronomicon made you crazy because when you read it, you learned secrets that you began to notice in the real world. It's not that reading the book made you crazy, it's that seeing what's in the book in the world began to drive you mad. All the little secrets and bits of lore began to manifest when you look at the world around you and you go mad. It's insight, like in Bloodborne, which is a game that I beat before anyone else, okay? I actually think that Rob Layfield is like the perfect invocation of this particular like style of horror. Um because whenever I look at his characters, they look so viscerally uncomfortable. Like physically because of the I mean, how could a dick even survive in this environment? I ask you, okay? Um that it actually makes me uncomfortable in my clothing. When I look at this, like I'm feeling constrained right now by the fabric that I'm wearing, you know, like I'm being choked out. It's very impressive. Sperm count 0. Yeah, my personal headcanon is that every single man Rob Layfield has ever drawn is trans. And if we go with that, I mean, you can really appreciate his work in an entirely new light. Let me just find a couple other ones. We're 20 Stunlocks deep and I'm not stopping. Oh yeah, here we go. This is the every goddamn thing he draws looks the same. And whoever told him biceps were that big? Is this Rob Layfield? Probably. Yes, it is. Is it? No, this is somebody making fun of Rob Layfield because Layfield puts everybody in pouches. Can I find... Oh, wait. You've seen this one before, right? Wait, hold on. This is the classic. This is the classic. Everyone's seen this image. Everyone's seen this image because of its unfathomable, I mean, preposterous non-adherence to reality, okay? Because only a person incapable of understanding the basic anatomical structure of a human being could possibly draw this. Um, you think you could look like that? I think this is clearly the product of some kind of horrible cancer. Um, the thing that I really like about this, though, is it really showcases his artistic, like, process, you know what I mean? I don't think that Rob Layfield has ever actually drawn the sketch layer before starting, like, the art, you know what I mean? Because if you actually attempted to sketch this body without the shield blocking off, like, the curve of the back behind, you would immediately realize, not, like, this isn't correct. This is the reference for the image. Yeah, this is not helping his case. I don't need to get into the reason why Rob Layfield's interpretation of this art. By the way, I think this is Arnold Schwarzenegger when he was 19, by the way. 19 or 20. I don't need to go into why this was bad. This was made as a joke. The drawing? No, the drawing is serious. I don't know if you mean that the inspiration was not serious, but I think that Rob Layfield has literally taken inspiration from like bodybuilders before. Anyway, okay, I'm going to pull us. We're like an Inception right now. Oh my God, we're like Stunlocks within Stunlocks within Stunlocks. The reason why I'm getting through all this, the reason why we're talking about this right now, okay, is because there was a correction. Oh yeah, here we go. Maybe that's the one. I don't know. Anyway, it's bad either way. The reason why we're talking about this, okay, is because there was a Rob Layfield correction drawing that I saw once where somebody showed a drawing that he did of a woman. I think it was Wonder Woman. Anyway, it was standard like Rob Layfield affair with like the broken spine and like the tits and ass pose, and everything looked horrible and the clothing was all bunched up and blah blah. Anyway, somebody corrected the drawing and found out that when you apply proper anatomy, the drawing is actually really uninteresting. The only reason the drawing was interesting to look at is because Rob Layfield's style is such an artistic train wreck that like you can't pull your eyes away. The actual pose and I don't know, framing of the image itself were entirely uninteresting. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is because that's what I'm reminded of with modern movies and cutting too much, you know? Like, they don't want to plan out proper fight choreography, so the actual shit the actors are doing is like they throw a punch and like back off. They throw a punch and like back off. They throw a punch and like back off, you know? But then, to make it interesting, because nothing is going on, they have to cobble together some quick cuts and CGI to make everything look flashy, which just looks terrible. It looks so goddamn bad. Do you have any idea how much a talented team could do in a fight scene between, I'm sorry, let me just throw these names out here: Thanos and Thor. Just think for a second. What did you actually see when they fought, okay? One of them flew for a bit and threw the hammer axe, okay? And they like traded some wonk, like bong bong blows. Okay? That was it. That was the whole thing. These are like two of the strongest. I mean, you know, as much as I hate the modern DC Cinematic Universe movies, at least when Superman throws a punch in them, buildings dissolve nearby. You know what I mean? For all of their faults, you know? At least in Batman v Superman and whatever the shit else, when Superman punches something, you can see the physical consequence of that incredible strength reflected in the environment around them, you know? You remember the Superman reboot movie, the one where like, what was it, Zod made the giant planet cracker? Why the fuck did they do that? You remember that? It was in the middle of Metropolis, and it was like a gigantic. It was Man of Steel. I don't remember. There have been so many. Remember the? It was Man of Steel, right? It was like the big thing they built that was gonna like go into the core. Remember? He was terraforming the planet. I don't think that's how you terraform the planet, but let's just work with that, okay? Sure. Anyway, I distinctly remember, as much as that movie fucking sucked. That movie sucked, okay? That movie sucked. But if nothing else, they sold me on the idea that Superman was strong, okay? Because if I'm watching a superpowered fight between superpowered entities, the most Marvel seems to do is they punch like regular people with added sound effects, and every once in a while, when one of their punches hits, the person goes flying back in a straight line, cut, they hit a wall. That's like the only thing you get in Marvel movies, unless Doctor Strange is fighting, in which case the artists try a little harder, you know? But in DC, I mean, you know, people are throwing, it's, you know, it's more impactful, but far worse movies. Do we understand where I'm getting at? What I'm getting at here? We understand, don't we? Who normalized the idea, by the way? I don't know, like, why this is acceptable. Why can superpowered entities in movies throw punches at the same speed as humans do? Can somebody explain to me why Thor, when he throws his fist forward to hurt somebody, moves his fist at the same speed as a human being throwing their fist? Why? Is that how it works? That's not how it works. Yeah, it should be like a blink. It should, because it's not a fucking anime. That's literally how it would work. Because lazy, that's the reason why. He doesn't have super speed. He doesn't need super speed. He's very strong. Do you know how mass works? The more force you apply to the same amount of mass, the faster that mass is going to move. That's how reality works, as I understand it. So unless Thor weighs like 16 tons, and they just forgot to animate like the ground cracking underneath him every time he walks, he should like, his fist doesn't move super fast, just weighs a lot. That'd be a fun little superpower thing. Like, yeah, I'm super strong, dude. I move at normal speed, but like, I weigh 18,000 tons. If I punch something, they just explode instantly, you know, at normal speed. Um, would the fight really look more interesting if it was a bunch of blinking fists? Well, I don't know, guys. What was a movie where they incorporated super speed punches and it looked really good? Oh, that's right. The fucking Matrix! The goddamn Matrix! That's fucking right. We brought it back. We circled around the goddamn Matrix. That shit looked sick. Even in the first one. They put way the fuck more effort. And what else did they do? They incorporated slow-mo and bullet time because it was a way of symbolically representing the fact that they were moving incredibly quickly. Remember, Trinity was like, I didn't even see you move. Like when he dodged the bullets and shit. But in modern, no, Marvel movie, whatever, dude. Thor's just like a regular guy, and every once in a while when he punches something, they CGI cracks in the ground and they go flying back really fast. You know, if they really wanted to commit to realism, you would remember that when you throw a punch, an equal amount of force is delivered to your fist as the person who you're punching, and you both go flying backwards. That's the real black pill. The real black pill is that if superhumans were fighting, every time one of them punched the other one, they would both go flying backwards at equal speeds, and it would basically just look like two, like, you know, like the balls in like the ping pong machine. Not the ping pong. You know what I mean? The tabletop. What was it called? I'm talking about. Is it pinball? Pinball. Yeah. That's why Thor weighs 16 tons. Well, I'm glad we learned that. Okay, we have to stop. We have to stop. For somebody who doesn't like cape shit, you talk about cape shit almost every stream. I like to hate cape shit. Can we stop? Everyone stop. Stop talking about it. We need a complete reset. We need to completely bring it around. Okay? Just stop. I'm going to finish my coffee, which is like cold now. It's been 30 minutes. I'm going to blow my nose cuz I'm heated up. We're going to do it, okay? Hold on. What did you think about the Snyder Cut? I never saw the Snyder Cut. Remember that episode of The Boys where Homelander said he couldn't lift or guide the plane because he'd rip it in half? That was realistic? Yeah, I actually like that. Yeah, there's actually no way, there would be no way to lift a plane as a super person. It's not actually possible. Can you imagine suspending the weight of an entire plane from two, like, metal poles about the size of human hands? It would just, your hands would just go through the plane. I mean, you know. Yes, Green Lantern could. Okay. The new Sherlock Holmes movies had very good fight scenes. You know, as much as people memed about it, I actually did like the cringy fight scene with where he was like, First, I'll punch him in the face. Then I'll kick him in the dick. Then I'll kick him in the dick again. I'll backflip. Then I'll kick him in the dick. Discombobulate. Then I'll kick him in the dick. That's he does it. That's really fun. No, I've seen the video. I want to play it. I don't know if they'd copyright me. Play it? No. It's the meme edit? Yeah, you know you can get copyright strike for meme edits too. Fine. My channel goes tits up. You all better sub to my Patreon. Stop. That's enough. Channel's deleted. It's all over, boys. Uh-oh. YouTube police is outside. They're coming. All right. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Good fight scenes. Absolutely. Fuck me up. You know, in the original Sherlock Holmes properties, he wasn't some kind of gigantic brain genius. He was just like a talented detective with a drug habit. Why have all subsequent Sherlock Holmes interpretations had to turn him into this, like, hyper-flanderized version of what he's supposed to be? You know? It's so fucking weird, you know? He was a brain genius? Well, he was a brain genius in a relatable way. He was just, like, a talented... But nowadays, like, every Sherlock Holmes interpretation, yeah, they turn him into Rick from Rick and Morty. Literally, they turn him to Rick from Rick and Morty. He was a talented asshole, and now he's the smartest detective in the universe. Watson! Watson! All right. Okay. Got the same fucking dynamic going on. Gonna have to cram this magnifying glass way up your asshole. Stop. All right. We need to talk about AOC. We can't do this. We can't. Stop. God fucking damn it. I'm just happy to be streaming. I just like being with you guys. Did you know that?